Field of 68 After Dark, and we've got a big announcement coming of one of my favorite players in the country, former Virginia big man, Kadin Shedrick. And Kadin, how are you, man?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I think everybody, you don't need much of an introduction. You've been around college hoops for a while, but I'm going to give it to you anyway. Big guy, 6'11, 230-ish. You've been in Charlottesville for 4 years. 4 years.
Correct. Correct.
Redshirted your first year. This past year, I remember seeing you this past year out in Vegas in the doubleheader where you guys were terrific. Beat Baylor, beat Illinois. You were awesome against Baylor. I think you had 17 and 5 or something like that. And then you guys beat Illinois. You had kind of a roller coaster season personally and team-wise a little bit. But you end personally with a huge game against Furman, 15 and 13. Obviously not a game that you probably want to remember because of the way you guys were upset against the Paladins. First, kind of just describe to me the season for you individually, how it was, if you can.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if you watched much Virginia this year, it was a lot of ups and downs for me. I was starting the beginning of the season, everything was great, and going from that starting role to less than 5 minutes per game, DNPs here and there wasn't easy, of course. Especially not being told really why that was happening. But I just decided to stay the course, keep working even harder. Got in the gym a little extra, and obviously the way I came back to end the season wasn't how I wanted it to happen. But I saw it as an opportunity to show people that I can still hoop and all that, and try and win some games with my boys. But there was definitely some highs, definitely some lows. But I think in the end it will have all been worth it.
What do you have? 2 more years of eligibility? I can't keep track with everybody. Do
Yeah,
you have
so I
2 more?
yeah, so I redshirted my first year. So this is like my real senior season coming up, and then after that, I got my COVID if I want it.
So take me through the decision to transfer and then what it was like when you went in the portal, because there aren't a lot of really good bigs in the portal. There aren't a lot of really good bigs in the country. And then you go in the portal. I know Duke kind of came after you. Some other schools were in there as well. What was the whole kind of decision like to go in, and what it was like compared to when you were recruited out of high school?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much I entered the portal because I thought it was time for something new. I wanted to get myself into a new system where I could show everything that I thought I could do, that I was doing in high school. And at the end of the day, I just didn't think Virginia was the best place for me anymore, given what happened the previous season. And so I entered the portal. It was a whirlwind of just calls, just left and right. So that was definitely a lot and something to adjust to. But you know, it was definitely an experience. Having some of the big time programs come after you is always cool. And at the end of the day, I'm just grateful for the experience that I had in the portal.
Where did you end up visiting? Where did you end up taking
Um,
trips to?
yeah, so I took an unofficial to Duke, and then I visited Texas and then Missouri, and then we cut it off there. I think Xavier got a commit, so that kind of marked them off the board, and that was that.
What was the most important thing for you going through the process this time? Was it an expanded role, a chance to show what you could do a little bit more on the offensive end?
Yeah, that's exactly it. I think that there's more to my game that I'm not able to show. I think I'm a better shooter than I'm able to show. I think I'm a better decision maker than I was able to show, and I just wanted the opportunity to be able to do those things. You know, eh, I also am hoping to go somewhere where I have a not such a short leash. I want to be able to play more free, essentially. And I think that the options I've came down to have really set me up to have the opportunity.
All right, well, let's get to it. I know people are waiting here from both schools, not
Right.
knowing where you're going. You've kept this pretty under wrap pretty well here so far. So give us the announcement where you headed.
Yeah. So for next season, I will be joining the Longhorns down in Austin, Texas. Looking forward to getting down there, getting to work, and competing for a Big 12 championship.
All right, congrats, Texas over Missouri. What was the main decision, reason for you picking Texas?
You know, I thought that the opportunity that both schools provide was going to be amazing for me, basketball wise, and you know they were really neck and neck right there, and you know I loved my visit to both schools, but you know at the end of the day I just went with my gut. Texas has had you know a significant history with bigs, getting them to the next level, just that whole program in general. Of course, Coach Terry will be new there, but there's that, and there's yeah, I mean, I just thought it was a real I just thought it was a better opportunity for me as an athletic big to go over there and showcase what I can do.
Dylan Disu announced that he's coming back as well. Has Rodney Terry and the staff kind of talked to you about how you guys could play together?
Yeah, I've talked to Coach Terry and the rest of the staff, and I even talked to Dylan himself a couple of days ago about us two playing together, and you know, I'm really looking forward to the opportunity of playing alongside him. You know, he has shown the ability to be able to stretch the court, especially like he did at Vanderbilt, and you know, I'm just excited to you know hopefully man the front court with him.
Yeah, he when he was healthy down the stretch, he was absolutely terrific for about 3 week stretch there before he got hurt. At the end of the year, I agree. I think you guys could play well off each other, and obviously they're going to have some good guards. Tyrese Hunter should be back. I know he put his name in the portal, but um, what else was it about Rodney Terry now that he's got the job full time? Obviously, that program went through a lot this past year. How much did you even pay attention to that? Because again, you're at Virginia. I don't even know how much you're watching or paying attention, or it's playing catch up once you went in the portal and just trying to figure everything out.
Yeah, I remember when we saw the news last season about what had happened at Texas. We kind of just we I think it was like after practice we were just like, oh wow, and then that was that. So like we didn't really follow much of what happened. But at the end of the day, you know, the past is in the past. I don't believe that Coach Terry is, you know, in any way like what the news says. So I trust Coach Terry. I trust the staff. You know, I think that it's a new Asian Texas basketball, and you know, I talked to a lot of the guys or a couple of the guys over there too. I talked to Timmy Allen. You know, he had nothing but great things to say about Coach Terry, and you know, they all seem to love him over there, and you know, I trust their word on that.
Are you a music guy? I hope going to Austin a little bit.
I like music, yeah, yep.
Good spot.
I heard that's I think they said live music capital or something like
Oh,
that.
it's
So
fun.
I don't know. I guess I'll see.
It's a lot of fun. So when you're not playing hoop, when you're not gaming, you got to go out. I think it's Fourth Street or Sixth Street. Both of them. They're both pretty good, and there are some distractions, certainly in Austin. But you're old. You can hopefully stay away from those distractions now. You've
Not
learned.
interested in any distractions. I'm fine. Yep.
Well, listen. Hey, congrats, Kadin Shedrick headed to Austin, Texas. Join the Longhorns. And again, this is a program that could be really, really good again this year. And Rodney Terry having that interim tag lifted off him certainly gives them a little bit more security going forward. So, Caden, appreciate you joining us, Field of 68, and congrats, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for having me.